Imagine you're a chef in a busy restaurant, and you need to keep your secret recipes safe from prying eyes. Similarly, when working with GitHub Actions, you need to protect your sensitive data, like API keys and credentials. In this tutorial, we'll explore how to use GitHub Actions secrets and OIDC authentication with GCP. We'll build a secure workflow that automates deployment to GCP, and you'll learn why this matters for your projects. By the end of this tutorial, you'll have a clear understanding of how to manage secrets and authenticate with GCP services. Let's start with the concept of secrets in GitHub Actions. Think of secrets like a safe in a bank, where you store your valuable items. In GitHub Actions, secrets are encrypted values that you can use in your workflows, like API keys or credentials. OIDC, or OpenID Connect, is like a passport that verifies your identity when traveling to different countries. In our case, it authenticates your GitHub Actions workflow with GCP services. We'll use OIDC to authenticate with GCP, just like how you'd use your passport to enter a new country. This is important because it allows us to automate deployments to GCP without exposing sensitive data. We'll also explore how to use GitHub Actions secrets to store and manage our sensitive data, making it easy to rotate and update credentials. Now, let's walk through the architecture diagram. We have GitHub Actions, which is like a construction site where our workflow is built. We have GCP services, like a city where our application will be deployed. We use OIDC to authenticate our workflow with GCP, like a bridge connecting the construction site to the city. We also use GitHub Actions secrets to store sensitive data, like a secure storage room on the construction site. Our workflow will use these secrets to authenticate with GCP services, and then deploy our application. The workflow will also use OIDC to verify its identity with GCP, ensuring that only authorized workflows can deploy to GCP services. To follow along with this tutorial, you'll need a GitHub account and a GCP project. You'll also need to install the GitHub Actions CLI and the Google Cloud CLI. Don't worry if you're new to these tools, we'll walk through each step. The GitHub Actions CLI is like a toolbox that helps us build and manage our workflow, while the Google Cloud CLI is like a map that guides us through GCP services. When deciding between using GitHub Actions secrets and other secret management tools, consider the ease of use and integration with GCP services. GitHub Actions secrets are like a built-in safe that's easy to use and integrates well with GCP. Other tools may offer more advanced features, but may require more setup and configuration. OIDC authentication is like a standard passport that's widely accepted, making it a good choice for authenticating with GCP services. In this step, we'll create a new GitHub Actions workflow that automates deployment to GCP. We'll use the GitHub Actions CLI to create a new workflow file, like a blueprint for our construction site. We'll also define the secrets we need, like API keys and credentials, and store them securely using GitHub Actions secrets. Think of this like creating a secure storage room on our construction site where we can store our valuable items. In this step, we'll configure OIDC authentication with GCP services. We'll use the Google Cloud CLI to create a new OIDC provider, like a passport office that issues passports. We'll also configure our GitHub Actions workflow to use OIDC authentication, like a traveler applying for a passport. This will allow our workflow to authenticate with GCP services securely. Now, let's walk through the process flow. We start by creating a new GitHub Actions workflow, like a construction site where our workflow is built. We then configure OIDC authentication with GCP services, like a bridge connecting our construction site to the city. We use GitHub Actions secrets to store sensitive data, like a secure storage room on our construction site. Our workflow then uses OIDC authentication to deploy our application to GCP services, like a traveler entering a new country. If the deployment is successful, we've completed our workflow. If not, we can troubleshoot and try again. To verify that our workflow has deployed successfully to GCP, we can check the GCP console. We'll look for our deployed application, like a building in the city. We'll also check the GitHub Actions workflow run, like a construction site report. If everything looks good, we've successfully automated deployment to GCP using GitHub Actions secrets and OIDC authentication. When working with GitHub Actions secrets and OIDC authentication, common issues include incorrect secret formatting or OIDC configuration. To fix these issues, make sure to follow the GitHub Actions documentation for secret formatting and OIDC configuration. You can also check the GitHub Actions workflow run logs for error messages, like a construction site report that highlights any issues. In this tutorial, we've learned how to use GitHub Actions secrets and OIDC authentication with GCP. We've built a secure workflow that automates deployment to GCP, and we've explored the benefits of using GitHub Actions secrets and OIDC authentication. By following these steps, you can protect your sensitive data and authenticate with GCP services securely. Remember to always follow best practices for secret management and OIDC configuration. Subscribe for daily in-depth DevOps tutorials explained in simple terms.